Turn up, crackers. Welcome to another wonderful deck profile. Here we have Chad's Kozmo deck. Let's get right into it.
Alright. Keep these here or move them?
You move them.
Alright, so first up, we have our two dark planets. Great first turn play against a lot of decks right now, especially with spell heavy format.
Boo.
Boo. We have our one Eclipser, gotta be anti-Toad in this format. It's good against a lot of other decks. Our one Dark Destroyer Sad Face, wish it would go back up to 3 or at least 2, because I would love to play more of it. I opt for one Forerunner, just because I can bring it back constantly, and with Destroyer I usually grab other things, tech options, which will come up later. Speaking of tech options, we got our one Dogfighter, which special summons tokens during either player's standby phase, so it's a great defensive play or even offensive play. And it's level 6, which is important.
Little
you can get it off Forerunner.
Little idea: you can use Full Force Virus to tribute the tokens.
Yeah, I did think about putting some viruses into this deck because of Tribute Destroyer for, say, Eradicate or Epidemic Virus, if I wanted to tech that in. So our one Landwalker, again, great card. When a Kozmo card on the field would be destroyed, a Kozmo monster on the field would be destroyed, you can destroy another Kozmo card, which means you could pop your town, get the search off it, and protect your monster that way. Currently I am playing 2 Dark Lady, which is not a hard once per turn, so if you get both on board, you can go ahead and stop 2 monster effects per turn, which against a lot of decks right now is really powerful, and they hate that, especially when you back to the front one out on their standby phase. Of course, we got our 3 Slippies. Key card makes your infinity pop spells and traps, either your own town to get a search or something of the opponent's, and you can sack him into, say, Wicked Witch to keep yourself alive. So, one Delta Shuttle. People are confused by this, but it's because I can send a Dark Lady to the graveyard to bring it back with a Sword Trooper. So, and neg 500 from an opponent's monster, 500 attack and defense. And also, it's a level 5 machine, so again, I could make Infinity with it and a Slip Rider. So we have our 2 Wicked Witch. I was considering putting in a Good Witch as well, because unless I can get these both out, that's my only option to make Utopia right now. It's not hard to do though, because again, I have Sword Trooper, I can summon them out from the grave, I can back to the front them. I have multiple ways to get them out, both when I need them. Only one Farm Girl tech option in the sense that I can get it at any time, emergency teleport target, but the main idea of the deck is to bring out the next card and make lots of plays with that. So we have our 3 Sword Trooper, which is great because it's not once per turn, hard once per turn, so if I have a bunch in the grave, I can summon one out, pay 1,000, summon another out, pay 1,000, summon another out, pay 1,000, bring out, say, Farm Girl, and I can make a rank 3 play and have other plays to go into, have the one to banish for a ship summon. 2 Strawman. I have 2 in here because I do have a card in my extra deck I can play with them. Also, it's probably one of the better cards in the deck. First turn, it's like, oh, Lure of Darkness, banish Dark Destroyer, him, bring it back, grab Forerunner or Dark Lady, depending on the deck you're playing against. So, 2 Tin Can. I had him at 3, but I obviously cut him down to 2 just because consistency-wise, if you open too many of them, it's not going to be a happy time. Then, of course, our 1 Max C, Sad Face again. I miss having 2, at least, because, well, Zodiac's dead now, so I don't need it so much on the first turn against a deck like Zoo, but then, of course, MVP, 2 Gamma Shield, get rid of their monster. Slip Rider's 23, he's 22, just run him over, take out a card on their field. Even better too, you can summon one to their field, get rid of a power monster, summon your own, then you have level 8, and then if you bring back Dark Destroyer, you can make Hope Harbinger. So
Pretty sure they have to be different kaijus.
No, 2 level 8s.
No, to summon one to your side of the field, it has to be a different kaiju.
No. If your opponent controls a kaiju monster, you can special summon this card from your hand. It doesn't specify a name, so
Okay,
you
I'm an
can
idiot.
only control one kaiju monster, that's all. So we got our 2 first ed Ulti Allure of Darknesses. I'm tempted to pick up a third one because it is at 3 now, and I would love to run it at 3. It's, again, there's so many power plays with this first turn, especially with Town. You can just banish something, add it right back. You can banish a ship you can bring back with Strawman. 3 Kozmo Town, that's a must for any Kozmo deck. Pretty self-explanatory. I don't think I need to explain what it does, but if I do, when it's popped, you can search your deck for any Kozmo card. So you could grab, is it Cosmo card or monster? I'm pretty sure it's just Cosmo card. Yeah, Cosmo card. So you can grab Mojo and use that, which is really nice. That's the only other Cosmo non-monster I play is Mojo. I don't run like Morning or Lightsaber. I wish they had other traps though. 1 Stormforth, again, really power play. Get rid of a power monster, summon out either one of your level 5s or level 6s. Just good, too good not to. Reasoning, people hate this card first turn when they don't know what they're playing against, because they'll assume it's like Infernoid or something like that, and then really there's no right number to call for this card against Kozmo. It's like, unless you luck out and hit the thing they're going to get, but then again, if you call 5 and they hit Dark Lady and they summon Sword Trooper and bring it out, you're still putting yourself in a bad spot anyway. 1 Regeki, pretty self-explanatory. Another Sad Face, 1 E-Telly. Really like this to be more. It's just a tech option at this point. It's not really like mandatory to how the deck operates, but I do like that I can use it to bring out Sword Trooper to bring out whatever, make an XYZ play with another Sword Trooper. 2 Twin Twisters, great. Pop one of their spell and traps or 2 of theirs, but if you pop one of theirs, you can pop your town, get a search, grab another town possibly, so if you have a couple bans, you can keep adding cards to your hand and get advantage. And then our 5 traps. So we have our 2 Mojo. I found it too clunky at 3. I like it at 2. It works out. I can grab it with town if I need it. I can YOLO RNG it off of Tin Can if I really want to try. I've done that with town before when I haven't seen a town. Sometimes it works out, sometimes it doesn't. And then our new MVP trap, 3 back to the front. It's like Call of the Haunted, but better because you can put it in defense, chump block something, get a ship float off of it. It's just what you want to do. Of course, I feel like showing off the tokens because Dogfighter. So we got our fancy Card Games on Motorcycle token. And then we've got our Championship 2009 ultra rare tokens. Value. More value than most of the deck, probably. Alright, so extra deck. This is not really updated. I do have to fix this a bit because there's some stuff in here I've been planning to take out. Just change. 1 Utopic Future. It's mostly for the rank 3 plays that I can just bring it out and then pretty self-explanatory. Most people know what it does now. Gachi. So remember when I said I had 2 Strawman? That's that play. Makes Wicked Witch a 26, which makes her harder to get over. Keeps her alive longer. Nightmare Shark, attack directly, so if they're 2,000 or less, Sword Trooper, they're dead. It's good. 2 Levier, pretty self-explanatory. You get a lot of banished cards in Kozmo. Just bring 1 back. Sword Trooper probably. Bring out Dark Lady. You have a board and negations. Our ulti-rare Grand Pulse. This was more in for when I played Fire King Kozmo, so I could go off more, but I can still use it to pop my own town, get searches. I can still use it to pop something on their field that could be a problem card before I try to go off. And then this guy meant to come out, Finisher the Strong Arm. He's just kind of funny tech option I played just to like kind of make people go, huh? Kind of throw them off their game, a little psychological torment there. All right, Utopia. Obviously he's in there for lightning. That's pretty self-explanatory. That's the only reason I play him. Fortress, Shark Fortress. I put this in because everyone said I had to play it. You can just basically make something attack twice. So if you have a Dark Planet on board, that's 8k. So if they're wide open, they're dead. It's pretty good in that regard. So our lightning. Bulkasaurus, again, if they're low enough life points, you can just kill a monster, kill them. And also, because the next card can only be made with 2 machines, you can make this with a Dark Lady and another level 5. So Nova, only in there for, of course, our boss monster here, Infinity. 2 machines make Nova though, so I can't make it with Dark Lady, sadly, but yeah. Bad Boy Hope Harbinger, so Gamma Seal and a Dark Destroyer. It's about the only way you're getting this out, but It's like, if you need to get this out, why don't you have Dark Planet on board, to be honest? Just saying. And then, of course, our one Chimera Tech, which is where the side deck will come into play. So our side deck, we have our 2 Cyber Dragons. So again, with Fortress in there. It's not even necessarily against any specific deck, it's just that I can special summon it. It's a machine, it's level 5, so I can just tech them in to special summon 1, then use a Kozmo to get out Slip Rider, pop a thing, make Infinity. So I like it for that reason. So I have to change my extra deck, or my side deck as well. So our 1 Dark Hole, which just went down to 1, pretty self-explanatory. It's just another Regeki to side in if need be. Love this card, XYZ Encore. If you don't know what it does, when they control an XYZ monster with materials, send it back to the extra deck, summon all the monsters that were attached to it as materials to the field. Their levels in defense position, their levels are reduced by 1. This card cannot be responded to, so it literally says this is the end of the chain, you're losing your monster, so Toad can basically just go away. 2 System Down. I mean, there was a lot of mirror matches back in the day. ABCs were big back when I played more. Might consider taking it out now. It's not as good. It's just I haven't updated this deck in a while. 1 Call of the Haunted. Just I switched out for Back to the Front, so I'll probably switch this out for something else. This was our 2nd Dark Hole, but yeah. Again, I haven't updated. So 3 Anti-Spell Fragments. So these can probably come out too now. I mean, Pendulums are kind of dead. It was the Anti-Pendulum card. I mean, I was kind of playing big in the Pepe format and the Metal Foes format. I mean, I don't think Kozmo Metal Foes is really a thing anymore. But, so yeah, that's probably another card I would take out. Still good against some decks, but... And then this bad boy, Mask Restrict. So, not so much for Monarchs, they're not really a big thing anymore, but yeah, it's anti-Kaiju. So when I get, like, say, my Dark Planet out, I don't want it being Kaiju'd away, so this is always a fun card to be like, and you can't tribute my monster, because you can't tribute anything. It does mean I can't use my Stormforth if I use this, but, you know, if they pop this, then I'll help Stormforth after that. Or I could pop Master Restrict myself with one of my Slip Riders or Twin Twister. So yeah, that's the deck. It's pure Kozmo. It's pretty straightforward. I top 32 the January Toronto Regionals with it because people thought I was playing Artifact Kozmo or Metal Foes Kozmo, and they were waiting for the other plays that never came. So a little bit of a psychological warfare there. Obviously, I wasn't playing Back to the Front at that because it didn't exist yet. It was Call of the Haunteds, but yeah, so that's the deck. I mean, it'll be updated eventually. Maybe we'll have to do an updated deck profile when I actually get around to fixing it. But you know, work kind of. I didn't quit Yu-Gi-Oh, but it feels like it.
That was all for another wonderful deck profile. If you think this video was terrific, like and subscribe. Peace out.